We all complain that we don't have enough hours in the day. We look at successful people and think they must possess a secret talent or that luck favored them.
But here is the raw, uncomfortable truth. Every king and every beggar is handed the exact same currency every single morning. 24 hours.
You can lose your house and rebuild it. You can lose your money and earn it back. But once a second slips away, all the gold on earth cannot buy it back. The danger of time is that it disappears quietly. It doesn't scream when it leaves you. This is the story of Erev. He wasn't a bad person. He was simply a dreamer who believed his youth would last forever. He sat at tea stalls, laughed away his afternoons, and constantly told himself, "My real life will start tomorrow." Until one night, he met a man who showed him the literal cost of his laziness.
Arav lived in a bustling city surrounded by ancient stone walls. He spent his days wandering the markets, watching others work, while he spent his hours scrolling through distractions and putting off his dreams.
His aging mother would plead with him to learn a trade, but Arav would always smile and say, "There is still plenty of time, Ma. I'll start tomorrow." One evening, a violent storm hit the city. The streets emptied and the lanterns flickered violently in the wind. Arav was rushing home through a narrow, dark alley when he saw a strange shop that had never been there before. Above the door hung a sign, "The Ultimate Exchange." Curiosity got the better of him. Erev stepped inside. The shop was cold, and the walls were lined with thousands of glowing glass jars. Inside each jar was a swirling, beautiful silver mist. Behind the counter stood an old man dressed in a dark silk cloak, his eyes sharp and piercing. "Welcome, young man," the merchant said, his voice echoing in the quiet room. "I buy what people throw away, and I sell what they desperately desire." Arav laughed. "I have no money, old man. I'm just seeking shelter from the rain." "You are wealthier than you think," the merchant whispered, leaning forward. "Look closely at the jars. That silver mist inside them, that is the unused, wasted time of thousands of people. I buy their idle hours, and in exchange, I give them immediate luxury." The merchant placed a heavy, solid gold brick on the counter. It gleamed brilliantly under the dim light. "I can give you this gold brick right now," the merchant proposed. "All I ask in return is that you sign over just 1 year of your future to me." A year you would probably spend sleeping late, hanging out at tea stalls, and scrolling through your phone anyway. You won't even miss it. Arav's heart raced. 1 year? He was only 24 years old. He had decades ahead of him. Trading a single year of mindless idling for a fortune of gold seemed like the smartest deal in the world. "Deal," Arav said instantly. He signed his name on a dark parchment. The moment the ink dried, a stream of glowing silver mist rose from Arav's chest and flew into an empty glass jar on the shelf. The merchant smiled and pushed the gold brick toward him. Arav ran home, ecstatic. He showed the gold to his mother. They bought a beautiful house, fine clothes, and delicious food. Arav thought he was a genius. He didn't have to work hard. He had beaten the system. Whenever he thought about building a business or learning a real skill, he would look at his wealth and say, "Why stress today? I have gold. I will think about my future tomorrow." 2 years passed in pure comfort. But wealth spent without being earned quickly vanishes. Soon, the gold ran out, and the luxury faded. Arav found himself broke again, but his habits were now worse than before. Desperate to maintain his lifestyle, Arav returned to the dark alley. The shop was waiting. "Ah, the dreamer returns," the merchant smiled. "Give me more gold," Arav demanded. "Take another year. Take 2. I have plenty of time." "As you wish," the merchant replied. Click. Another stream of silver mist left Araf's chest. This cycle repeated. Every time Araf faced a hard challenge, every time he felt the pressure to discipline himself and face reality, he chose the easy way out. He traded another year, and then another, and then 5 more, using the gold to fund his comfort and lazy habits. He kept telling himself that once he enjoyed his youth, he would work hard tomorrow. One morning, Araf woke up feeling an unbearable heaviness in his chest. His joints ached, his vision was blurry, and his hands were trembling. He stumbled out of bed and walked over to the mirror. He let out a blood-curdling scream.
The reflection looking back at him wasn't a young man of 28. It was an old, frail man with deep wrinkles, completely gray hair, and sunken, lifeless eyes.
Terrified, Araf sprinted through the streets, crying and gasping for breath, until he slammed open the door of the merchant's shop. "What did you do to me?" Araf roared, tears streaming down his wrinkled face. "I am only 28. Why do I look like I am dying?"
The merchant looked up from his ledger, his face cold and unmoving. "You are 28, Araf, but you forgot the math of your own life. You traded away 40 years of your future for temporary comfort. You didn't want to face the pain of hard work, so you sold your time to avoid it." "I didn't steal your youth, Araf. You handed it to me willingly." Araf fell to his knees, clutching the merchant's cloak. "Please, take all the gold back. Take the house, take everything. Just give me my years back. I want to live. I want to make my mother proud. I want to build my dreams." The merchant sighed and pulled his cloak away. "Look around you, old man. Look at these thousands of jars. These are the regrets of the world."
Once silver mist enters a jar, it can never be poured back into a human soul. Time is a one-way street. Your account is empty.
"No!" Araf screamed, slamming his fists against the floor. "No! Just one more day!" Bring! Araf shot up in his bed, gasping for air. Sweat was pouring down his face, and his heart was hammering against his ribs like a trapped bird. He instantly threw off his blanket and ran to the mirror. He touched his face. His skin was smooth. His hair was black. He looked down at his hands. They were strong and youthful. It was a dream. A terrifying, vivid manifestation of his own conscience. Araf looked out the window. The sun was just beginning to break over the horizon, painting the sky in brilliant shades of gold. The morning clock on his wall ticked sharply. Tick, tick, tick. For the first time in his life, Araf didn't see the clock as a tool. He saw it as a countdown. He realized that every time he scrolled aimlessly, every time he postponed his goals, and every time he chose comfort over discipline, he was literally acting as his own merchant of shadows, selling his beautiful future for cheap, temporary dopamine. He didn't wait for breakfast. He didn't check his phone. He sat down at his desk, picked up his books, and began to work. He didn't look back. From that day on, Araf became the most disciplined, focused person in the city, turning his hours into an extraordinary empire of success. Many people watching this are living exactly like the young Araf. You aren't selling your time to a magical merchant in a cloak, but you are selling it to an algorithm on your phone. You are selling it to your bed when you sleep past your alarm. You are selling it to your doubts every time you say, "I'll start my diet, my business, or my study tomorrow." The tragedy is that we don't see time disappearing because it doesn't bleed. It vanishes quietly, leaving us with a life full of "I will do it tomorrow." Stop treating your 24 hours like a cheap commodity. It is the most valuable asset you will ever own. Wake up earlier. Put down the distractions. face the hard work today so you don't have to face a lifetime of regret tomorrow.